even know how to start the intro for this video because, like, I really do not care about New Yorkers. I really, like, New York is just a simulation to me. Like, I don't even think it's real, but this dude, he usually makes, like, fashion content. I don't know what happened to it, but basically, he went around New York and said, I asked New Yorkers what they do for a living. And I just said, like, why don't we watch the video?
We're in the most expensive city in the world, New York City.
There must be a nigga who, like, controls rats to, like, rob banks and shit or something.
And today we're right in front of the most expensive home in the country that was just listed for $250 million. And now we're going to be going around Manhattan, interviewing people, trying to see how they could afford living here and what they do for a living. So what do you do for a living?
All right, this nigga got a blue-dyed mohawk. I already know he's a psychopath. All right, hold on. The quality of the video is so garbage, I cannot see anything that's happening. Please, up the quality.
I make balloon animals. I'm also on TV for it. I host a reality show.
Oh shit, that's clean as fuck, bro.
For balloon artists.
So what's like the salary range of someone trying to do balloon animals, I guess?
Right now, I mean, you can make between 50 and 100K if you're hustling a little bit. There's some people who make a lot more than that.
So how do you even develop like a business for that?
That's a great question.
You just make a TikTok and you start making balloon animals and niggas gonna like it and then you gonna get sponsored. That's it. TikTok. Hey, he probably didn't like blow up from, he probably didn't like, you know what I'm saying, get his fame from TikTok, but he definitely like grinded. But if you really, nowadays, you could just do that.
He doesn't even know.
My name's Jeff and I sell advertising.
So you're marketing?
Yes.
Could you give a range of salary of what you make? Like not the exact number, but like just a range?
Like 300,000. My name's Thies Hansen and I'm a software producer and video editor.
So what is someone usually making that type of field?
You can do a lot of industrial video work just by getting in the field, making 100 grand a year.
So have you done anything that they might have seen before?
I worked with Captain Morgan a bunch.
Oh, really?
Back when he did Captain for President, so we went all over the world and shot with him. And,
really?
Yeah, skiing and all that kind of stuff. So
that's clean,
you know Captain
fuck.
Morgan.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was working as a doctor, you know?
So how long do you have to go to school to become a doctor? Like how long did it take you?
You have to spend 6 years to become a doctor, then another 4 or 5 more years to reach your specialty.
So,
hey, bro, that's why I respect a lot of doctors, bro, because 10 years of your life, you're going to be 30 years old once you, maybe even older, once you become a doctor, and then you barely even have a life to live, and then you're going to have kids, and then you can't take care of those kids too much because you're a doctor who literally has to work 24/7. I don't even know where that came from. I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, you gotta do like 11 years to become a doctor?
Yeah. You have to start living with it. Since you get into the med school until you die, you have to study all
Really?
God damn.
So you have to be living with it.
So what was your salary?
250K a year.
250K, really?
Yes.
My name is Thiago. I'm a sales account for Delta Airlines. I'm from Brazil, so I was based in over.
Hold on, bro. This a nigga. He worked for Delta Airlines. Yeah, I already know he's an evil man. I already know.
There, and then I tried to.
Let's say hypothetically, if you got drunk texted by a bad bitch and she asked you to call her mommy, would you? No.
In my life and come to U.S.
So how has it been so
like,
far?
what was that?
What, like, is
that
what's
like
the
a
range
real
of salary
scenario
that someone
or
can make doing
you said
what you do?
hypothetically?
The average for a year is 100.
Bro, what are you talking about? He's not black. What are you saying?
20.
So what's your biggest expense for living here?
I think it's for rent. It's between 3,000, 3,500.
And what is it? It's like one bedroom?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I really thought it would
New
be
York
easy
is
asking New Yorkers
horribly,
what they
bro.
do for a living. This is the most populated millionaire city in America. You're doing an interview right now?
For now, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, we don't live here.
No. I would, except my son needs pants for a bar mitzvah.
And the more I asked, the more we failed. But the people that decided to stay around had some of the best, most interesting stories and advice we could have hoped
All right,
for.
so let's hear him.
I'm a salesman.
So what do you sell?
Garbage service.
So what other jobs have you
Garbage
had,
service.
like coming up? Have you always done sales? Or
Like,
you're
rapping I started as a dishwasher, worked my way up to a server position, which was
Okay.
cool. It was a great salary. I made good money there. I made just about 6 figures there also.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I
Damn.
worked every weekend and every holiday.
How would you advise people that want to get into your industry? Like, what should they do? Do you have to go to college?
No, man, I don't have a college degree. I dropped out of high school. It's really just about experience. And like once you know sales, like the foundation of it all, people just give you opportunities.
Have you had any crazy or
yeah.
interesting like experiences doing consulting?
So the type of consulting we work is forensic investigations. Those are confidential. And some like cases you see like on the news, some involve the people I work with.
Oh, so you'll see like a case that you work on just be in the news one morning.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you don't want to give the exact price of your rent, like what could the range be?
I live in Midtown, so I pay around like 3,000 for studio.
Studio. So it's just
studio. Bro, that's the one thing. New York niggas gotta have money to even live there, bro. Cause what the fuck? 3,000 for a studio? Yo.
It's one room.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
just a
blow up
studio.
the
I like
entire
my
state
building,
at that
At least
point,
I have
bro.
a doorman.
What?
She got a doorman.
Right, yeah.
So my name's Rudy, and I'm a software engineer.
What's good,
Software
Rudy?
engineer. So how'd you get into that?
I like computers, and yeah, you know, I sound like a total nerd, but I'm
He likes
You are,
computers.
don't
Yeah.
worry,
What's
it's
like
okay.
a typical salary someone can make?
basically now with inflation, it's like at least 100K.
At least.
Okay.
So what could it go up
least.
to? Like what could it scale to?
Like if you're really good at it, probably like 400K.
Do you have to go to college?
You don't have to anymore. If you're smart, you can do it.
What's your
No, not if you're smart. That's not you got it wrong. I know you're a nerd, nigga, but chill. That's not what it is. You just have to have the effort and consistency to be able to be like learn how to computer program, you feel me? That's what you got to do. You don't have to be smart. You just got to have the effort to learn.
biggest expense living wise?
Food,
Compton
Brock
better.
Vader.
Oh, yeah, 'cause the
Now
whole
be
boys
me.
bag on
I'm a
right now.
D1
Yeah,
wide
dude,
receiver.
I just paid like
Nah,
30
New
bucks
York
for a
is
salad,
broke
right?
capping.
Yeah.
Now he probably went to like the richest places in New York because this is definitely like mainstream New York, bruh. We know there's different places in New York like the Bronx and all that shit. You feel me? This is Times Square.
Security guard at the hotel, as you can see.
So what's like the range of salary someone can make doing this?
My manager right now, he makes at least 150.
What's your biggest living expense?
Trip. I like getting fly, but
Hell
like
yeah,
I just always
I
been
feel
a
you.
grinder. I always have to have. I don't like being broke. I like nice things. I got to work for it, and then with a nice looking girl, you got to work for it too.
Yeah.
If you don't got money, they're not gonna come to you.
My name is Thomas, and I work in the Empire State Building.
So what do you do in the Empire State Building?
I work.
The boy think he Batman? That nigga, he gonna say I work as the front desk server, but at night I'm a different animal.
For a marketing agency.
Stupid ass boy.
That's the only thing you've ever done, like your entire
That
life is
boy
marketing. You've
looked
never had
like
any other job.
He's seen
No, I mean, I
things.
always used to work in restaurants and everything like that. I had a job since I was 12. Grew up in a
I know.
kind of lower income area.
A bunch of young people want to come out here and live out here, you know, in different states and countries, but a lot of them can't afford it and they don't know what to do to get here. Like, how would you advise them?
Gotta have roommates. I live with my girlfriend. We've been together since high school. None of us get any type of funding from our parents or anything like that. We've just been saving up for a really long time.
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Damn, Miss 22 and killing it right now.
Well, I'm trying.
Hey,
but
yeah,
age is
hell
just
yeah,
a number.
bro. I love
Everybody will
that.
find their own path
I love
eventually.
that, bro.
I'm in real estate.
He's a
I started
grinder.
off 16 years ago doing residential, and then I just kept doing it, and I've done it internationally as well.
Have you always been in real estate or have you worked other jobs?
Oh, before, of course. I mean, when I work in retail, stores, restaurants in the city, they were
Why
so
does she
shitty they
sound
made me
nervous?
realize I want to work in real estate to make some money.
Could you tell them like a range of salary that you make? You don't have to give the exact number, but just a range.
I've made $0 to 220 something.
And what's like a really
Okay,
important
okay,
skill to
okay.
get into real estate?
If you learn how to manage other people's egos, you get very far in life. Some people will know what I mean, some people won't. Stroke it.
Hey, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
When you need to and smack it when you need to, and then you'll get very far.
Yeah, so what do you do for a living?
I'm a real
I
estate
like
attorney.
that. That's
What got you into it?
manipulation.
I didn't want to work for anyone else.
So what's like the range of salary someone can make doing that?
Starting attorneys probably at a big firm are going to make about 100, but they got to bring in business, and they work a lot.
So how long are those weekly hours?
Depends if they bill. I mean, it could be 9, 10, 11-hour days, 5 days a week.
So if you don't want to give the exact number, what would like the range of the price of your rent?
Depending where you live, $3,000 to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
Yeah, so if that's like a lot of money and a lot of young
Insane,
people want to come over
Nigga
here.
did say stroke it, which is a little insane, but he means like stroke your ego. You know how you like stroke your pet's hair and stuff. Basically, like, oh, good job. Like you're basically gassing them up, but that's basically you're capping, but you're gassing them up just on purpose. Like he's just manipulated people.
Like
That's
move
what
over
he
here. What
said.
advice would
Learn
you
how
give
to
them?
manipulate
Work really
people.
fucking hard.
Long hours.
Just hustle. New York City is the city of hustlers. You can make it happen.
I'm an
And
architect.
pussy
Do you like
niggas.
design buildings or?
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing it? Like what got you into that career?
I mean, I always like to draw a lot. I actually grew up in a small town in Canada, so I always wanted to come to New York, and I always loved drawing buildings. So New York seemed to be like the natural place to be.
So what's like a typical
doubt.
salary someone
That's
can make?
real.
I think my first salary coming out of school was about 40-something thousand. You could make upwards of 100.
My name is Israel Yanir, and I'm an artist. One of the disciplines I do, though, is design clothes.
So what's the most?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? All right, we gotta look for a new occupation. You feel me? Do not go to Indeed though. Do not go into Indeed. If you really need something, I got you, my boy. You feel me? Cause this nigga got symbiotes on some. He got a symbiote shirt on or something. Like, I'm a little confused.
Most amount of money you've sold a piece for?
10,000. The Frieza blue helmet.
So who are like noticeable people? Or
Shit. Okay, hold on. He doing his shit. He doing his shit. That helmet is actually clean as fuck. I've seen that before.
Celebrities that have worn your pieces before.
Erykah Badu, Lil Nas X, Trippie Redd, and a few more, but it's more coming soon.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to some people trying to come out here to New York City? And like how much did New York City help you?
Well, I'll say New York City helped me a lot. Like just being in the spot, finding pop-ups, finding, just certain events going around with like-minded individuals and just like wearing my shit. Like I don't really go up to people that much. A lot of the times they just come up to me because they're impressed with what I've made. And I highly suggest, if you're designing, put it on and go out into spaces where you want to network and meet people, and then they're going to come to you.
The thing is, though, a lot of niggas nowadays design pieces and just go out with some lame shit, like a zip-up hoodie or something.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney.
I'm gonna dip out and watch the game. All right, my boy. See you too. I appreciate you for tuning in.
So how long have you been doing that?
30 years.
So what's the salary someone can make doing that?
Well, I mean, you can go up to $1 million, $1.5 million if you work for a private firm, white-collar firm, and become an equity partner. If you're in private practice, sky's the limit.
Do you think young people should follow the money trail, or do you think they should strictly stick to their passion?
I say you stick to your passion, but you may have to understand that your passion takes resources. So you may have to go on a money trail to get the resources to eventually fulfill your passion. It rarely works the opposite way.
So what advice would you give to young people trying to move here?
My advice is don't move here. I think the world is big.
Hey, greatest advice ever. Greatest advice anybody in this video has said.
Explore it all. The life that you can have in New York, you could probably have a better life in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can experience it, but it's not the end-all be-all.
What do you do for a living?
NYPD traffic department.
So what's like the typical salary someone can make doing this job?
Starting off about 30, 37.
So what could like the max payment be?
You can make more than 6 figures if you do overtime.
Are you from here?
No, actually I grew up back in Pakistan.
In Pakistan. So how was your journey coming over here?
I married, my husband was here, so I come over here.
Do you think it's worth people moving to New York City?
It's worth, yes. If you're a hard worker, this is the place.
So what do you do for a living?
Real
I'm
shit,
an architect. We don't design buildings, we fix high-rises. Also, funny thing, I do some acting as a hobby. But I was on Sopranos, I was on Americans, High Maintenance.
Okay.
The last one with Queen Latifah.
So you do everything?
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Queen Latifah, I don't know who that is,
whenever I
but-
don't drink, I do many things.
So if you don't want to give the exact salary that you make, like, could you give us just a range of what you make just so the people can know?
So it's like between 130, 160.
So if you don't want to give the exact
God
price of your
damn.
rent again, could you
My
just give
rent?
us a range? Yeah.
I moved there in 2001, and because I'm Polish, many buildings are owned by Polish, and this lady gave me 1-bedroom apartment for $800, and she never raised my rent.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, do I just gotta be like, yeah, I'm from Poland. I'm just like, I just conform to the normalities.
Steadily paying $800 a month?
For last, 21 years?
Oh my God. We've talked to people who pay $3,000 right now for a studio.
She can rent my 1-bedroom for like $2,800 tomorrow.
So what advice would you give to people trying to come over to New York City and live over here?
People still want to break through big. They shouldn't think like this. Many of the people who actually work on construction, plumbers, electricians, they make like $85 an hour.
And what do you think young people should do? Should they follow the passion strictly or follow the money trail?
Follow the money trail. When you have money, you can spend some time on your passion. My ex-wife, we met in acting school in New York City. Unfortunately, she cannot live just out of this. 80% of the time, she's also a bartender, waitress, so it's hard. But I admire, the commitment.
I think it's pretty interesting how every single person we interview pretty much makes at least 6 figures to live in New York City. Some people decided to do what they love, and others just decided to follow the money trail. But now I'm giving you guys an opportunity to make some money yourselves to fuel whatever you guys want to do in your lives. So whoever makes the most viral TikTok from this video, you guys will win $100. At Tristan Payne.
Oh my God, I can do everything with the $100. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to get to that right now. Bro. What the fuck? That's fine, bro. Like, the hell? Like, $100. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? W giving back to the community. My bad, bro. But like,